Hello, my Gemini collective. I am here just to give you a random message, whatever comes out. Ooh, that was quick. Um, and like always, I'm not putting any titles on these readings because I don't want people to clickbait a situation. I want them to be here because they're supposed to be receiving this message. So let's see. It's a general message. I can't believe I actually have to say that. I actually got a comment of somebody saying, this doesn't sound like me. And I'm thinking, this is a general message. But yeah. Um, and yeah, I'm just going to randomly pick stuff and see what comes out. This is really interesting because we start off the whole thing with wind charms, which is the energy of harmony and peace. The thing is harmony, peace, and then we have this energy here, the teardrops, great personal sorrow, and then we have pineapple, reconciliation, and then we have the dog, protection from a powerful friend. So I feel like what I want to tell you guys, my Geminis, is that you went through, I want to say, a hiccup, something very difficult, um, and I heard that shouldn't have happened. Okay, and so what I'm seeing is a change in the winds. That's why the wind chimes, like the change in the air, the winds changing. And you're now coming into this energy where things are reconciling, like you're reconciling everything that you're losing. I don't feel like reconciliation here feels like you're reconciling with a person. I just feel like you're grabbing back what was yours, and it's because you have a very strong spiritual friend. I feel like it's a spirit guide or something like that that helped you. Maybe you have a strong spirit within yourself, but this spirit could have manifested themselves as a guru, a helper, somebody that could just give you that really good advice that helped you re-get back everything that you lost. And this is really interesting because it does feel like you lost something. You were really sad about what you lost. It was frustrating. It was disappointing. And you couldn't believe this was happening. And then all of a sudden, everything changes. And so I think that the message I'm getting is things are going, the winds of change are coming. You're going to retrieve what you have lost because you have a powerful friend that's going to guide you out of the situation. Tell me more about the situation. What is it that they lost? We have a rebirth. Explain. What did they lose? We have pride. Oh, oh. One more, please. And we have healing. Okay, this is crazy. Because when I looked at 16 and I looked at 19, right? It's kind of like the same number inversed or whatever. It's, first of all, there's a lot of red, which tells me it's a fundamental belief system that you had about yourself, like a core belief. You know, if you remember, if anybody has seen that movie Inside Out, but number two, where they created core beliefs that created like these trees of happiness and joy, or it created distortion, anxiety, blah blah blah. This is kind of like what I'm seeing here. Your really bad thing that might have happened had to do with something you were that would make you boastful or prideful. And I'm not saying that you're evil or anything like that, but there are parts of us that we're a little bit egotistic, right? And so this squashing energy was mostly to squash your pride, so that you can have humility, so that you can go through a period of healing and rebirth. There is a lot of blue here, so I am feeling third eye, um, throat chakra kind of activation. I'm feeling like this energy kind of thing. It feels like this. And then in the center of it we have the crown chakra. So I do feel like it's spirit helping out. And so that would be like spirit giving that friend that advice to tell you that specific thing, or give you that phone call, or move you in the right direction that's going to bring you to exactly where you had to be. But this is definitely a reclaiming your power after you lost it, because your pride had been crushed. But now that you're healing in a more sound way. Um, I'm feeling that like wholesome. I'm hearing wholesome too on that way. So let me find out more about the situation. I'm not really sure why they're showing this. So um explain this to me. Why are you showing me this for my Gemini collective? Why are you showing me this for them? Seven of Pentacles. This is talking about having to tend to your garden. So when we have I want to say an ego crushing experience that kind of brings us down a couple of pegs, we have one of two choices. We can stay festered in this, everybody hates me, I hate this situation, every single time I try to do something good everybody tries to attack me, all that kind of energy. Or you can say, okay, that really sucked, what did I learn from it, how can I move forward, right? And the Seven of Pentacles for me, especially in this one, is tending to your garden. So removing the weeds out of your garden. There was a part of you that was a little prideful, and that's the reason this kind of happened. So it was your Achilles heel, like the thing that was going to trip you up in the future if it continued. So it was something that had to stop so that you can continue to move in the right direction for yourself. And I know nobody wants to hear that a bad thing happens for a really good reason, but legit, that's this message. Tell me more about this. Yes. And see, we have the Five of Pentacles. Again, confirming the Seven of Pentacles. This is okay. So you're seeing the problem, you're feeling your emotions, you're seeing the hill you're going to have to go over. And it's like, so let's not focus on all this stuff, because behind you, there's a few more opportunities that are going to come up. And it's like, it might not be like exactly in the direction you were thinking, but it's a direction that's going to help you um have a better work-life balance, have a better like self-esteem situation, instead of just getting to where you wanted to go. So yes, it's actually the wish you asked for. So we have this Nine of Cups. So the Nine of Cups right here, it says like you actually ask for like something. Let's say that you asked for this thing that you got crushed, soul crushed on, and said that you weren't going to receive it. um the reason you didn't get it is because there was something that was off in your energetic field to receive it. But your wish is still being granted. It's being granted after you do a little bit of healing and reconcile those parts of yourself so that you can elevate to the point to receive what it is that you wanted. Mm. Oh, look at that. Three cards flew up. The first thing, yes, we need to balance our emotions. So this tells me that when you do get hit with something that hurts your pride, your emotions go all over the place, and it actually creates more turbulence in your environment. So it can be like a rejection, or somebody's talking bad about you, or somebody like critiquing the amazing, fabulous work that you do all the time because you're a superstar. We're all like that. And that actually puts you in this, it creates turbulence, so you get into this shadow aspect, and then you'll start noticing it in so many aspects. It's like the world is going against you. And right here, the Ace of Swords, it's like the truth is that you can get yourself unstuck whenever you want. You just have to be willing to accept helpful criticism and see what you need to do to adjust yourself so that you don't have this problem in the future. And I do see a victory for you. Look at that. Six of Pentacles. I do see, I mean, Six of Wands. There is a victory. The problem here is legit. You needed to be brought down one or two pegs. And then so that you can see not all of us are perfect. And you know, this, it's good too, because when we start learning how to just laugh at ourselves or be like, okay, well, that's not too bad, we can figure things out, we can do things better, blah blah blah, you have more of a tendency of growing. If you always think you're perfect, if you don't need advice, if you don't need to grow, you kind of limit yourself. So I guess that's what I can tell you about this. I do see the bottom of the deck with an Ace of Pentacles. That means that you're going to start a new connection. Connection, I say, because the one after that is a Two of Cups. So that reminds me of the Five of Cups, because there's two cups behind the person that they're not looking at. So there is going to be a olive badge being granted for you, where you are going to be able to connect to somebody that's going to help you move forward in this. And it is going to be a period awakening, but this is the Hanged Man. You're going to once you connect to this person, once you start moving in this direction, you're going to be stuck in a little bit in like limbo land because you are evolving and healing and moving forward. But then I'm seeing you move forward. But when you move forward with the Eight of Wands, you have the energy of the Emperor card. And that is super important because sometimes when we get pulled down, it's just to show us a new way of looking at things. And that's all I feel like they're doing for you right now. So then right after that, it's telling you, we need you to, you have the Five of Pentacles with the Ten of Wands. We need you to kind of allow yourself to feel this, what you're feeling right now, the disappointment, the abandonment, the people that turned their backs on you, the heavy weight of feeling like disillusionment, because you're soon going to have this energy of the King of Swords. I mean, Knight of Swords, where you're going to be moving forward. Again is the wind chime. Peace and harmony will be restored after a time of sorrow, because everything you lost, you're going to regain, but you're going to regain it in a way that it's more aligned to your energy, more in a more mature, evolved way. And then you can actually make it multiply even better. So I guess I'm just telling somebody here, yeah, it sucked. Yeah, it crushed your soul to hear that you weren't perfect or that things weren't supposed to be. I mean, that they're taking away something from you or whatever, but this is a period for you to allow yourself to feel these feelings and then start moving forward. Start looking for how you can make yourself better, how you can avoid this in the future. Okay. Because this is just a period of growth for you. I hope this helps you, and we'll see you the next time.